Okay, so we are live then. It's just a slight little delay. So it's just a slight little delay and it's streaming out. So I don't know. I think I should be able to see the chat. I don't know, y'all. I'm excited about this one, okay? Headphones are on. Let's see. Let's see. Headphones are on. We are good. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. Okay, let's see. Y'all, your girl almost did not hop on tonight, okay? Yeah, okay? Your girl did not hop on tonight because your girl was so, like, school has been kicking my butt, okay? I've been, like, super, super exhausted. Yeah, because school has definitely been doing its thing. Let me see. I want to see what this looks like if it's, oh, so because I didn't have a cover on tonight. Oh, I see. All right. Well, it's working. It's working. It's working. We're here. I'm probably just going to hang on for a little bit tonight. Your girl was really exhausted. I was going to take the night off. But good night, everyone. Welcome back to Life Beyond Narcissism. It's your favorite coach, Nessa. And we are here tonight, Saturday night, just to kind of recap a lot of things that's been going on these past couple of days. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And to my day one, my loves, welcome back to the channel. Y'all know I was definitely going to show up. Tired at all, okay? Hey, Alicia, what's going on, my sis? How are you feeling tonight? How's it going? How's it going? So grateful to see you in here tonight. I was just saying a second ago that your girl is exhausted, okay? You could probably see it in my face and everything that I am a little bit exhausted. Friday was the last night for school. Last night was the last day of classes. And I finished up 2 classes that I was taking. So I was taking 2 classes, working full-time, coaching, also being a mom, going to the gym 5 days weekly. Your girl was doing it, okay? But I think it's more mental for me with school because it is psychology. And when you think about it, it's a lot of mental things. It's a lot of mind stuff going on. So for me, it was more in a mental capacity of things that's where it had me exhausted mentally, but I can feel like, I'm getting a relief. Things are loosening up just a little bit. And I didn't even know what to do with myself today. Okay, let's even start there. Like last night when I finished my classes, because I had 4 assignments total and I was exhausted. 2 quizzes, 2 papers to write, and a makeup assignment. So I was exhausted, okay? Yes. So last night, to be honest, like I was like at 11 when I finished all my work, I was just like, I don't even know what to do with myself. Like, I'm like, what do I do with myself now? Right. But I rested this morning. I got up and I just kind of laid on the carpet for a couple of hours, just laying there. Like, I'm like, I don't even know what to do with myself. But it feels good not being overwhelmed and thinking about doing my papers and thinking about meal prep tomorrow and thinking about all these things. I can breathe a little. So next week I should have a really good schedule, and I'm aiming for at least 3 pounds down for next week because I'm officially 20 pounds down, but I'm looking for some more. Okay. Your girl got to keep going. So that's what's going on personally with me in my life. That's like a real life quick update of what's going on with me. But how are you guys? How have you guys been? Alicia said, I'm not gonna be on. I don't think I'll be on long tonight. I didn't have a topic planned or prepared or anything, so I might not even be on that long tonight, Alicia. But I appreciate you popping in. Y'all favorite co-host Spencer. Okay, so I know y'all love Spencer. He's not going to be able to come on tonight. He had prior engagements that he had planned for this weekend. So he's definitely not going to be here tonight. So just in case you guys were looking out for him, he's not going to be on tonight. And I've just been thinking about sharing some pictures about some of the things that I've experienced, but I don't feel like we're ready for that yet. Some of the befores and after, Thank you so much, my love. And I see you already like the video on the outside. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. I've just been doing a lot of sitting in on panel discussion and listening to some of the challenges that people are having, and more people are learning more about what narcissism is and how to really deal with it. And I do believe that we have a pretty good thing going on here on this channel, that we do come together, we meet, we talk about stuff like this. We talk about the experience of narcissism, and we talk about how it affects us, the things that we have gone through, and how we were actually able to break away from narcissistic abuse. And just listening to a lot of things, even having my co-host on, hearing some of the things that he spoke about, we can all relate to those things as well too, because we too once were in that position where we felt like everything was just moving so fast and it felt so real, it felt so love. But a thing that a narcissist really does is that their goal in the beginning of the love bombing stages to get you in is really to get you hooked, that emotional attachment. So what they do, they'll text you heavy. You'll notice that the level of texting is really heavy. They come on strong, and it's just overwhelming to the point where you're second guessing stuff, question it, but it's like they're laying it on thick. And you're wondering, like, aren't they talking to anybody else? Like, you want to ask, like, are you dating multiple people? Are you talking to somebody else? You want to ask these questions, but you don't. Oftentimes we don't ask these questions for the simple reason that you don't want to feel like you're, moving things too fast. But it's good for you to know and also maintain self-control, because that's what the narcissist wants to do in that time period, to get you hooked on to them. Continuous healing and silence. Yes, that's what they want you to do, is to get you hooked onto them in those beginning stages. So if you are fully aware of the things to look out for in a narcissistic relationship, then you stand a better chance of being able to reduce the amount of time that you give to them. And that's key. That is key. On one of the platforms on TikTok, on one of the shows on TikTok, I attend the ladies live and just sit in there with her from time to time, just supporting her live to kind of see where the nature of things is going and what does that look like. And I remember sitting in the room, and there's this guy that started messaging me from inside her chat room. And I was like, okay, so we're messaging back and forth, texting on the inbox. And I kept noticing, it's like he was almost mimicking me, if that makes sense. It was just, the conversation was going. He asked me stuff like, different. For example, let me see if I could pull up the messages and stuff like that, just to give you like a clear, good example of what the conversation would look like, right? Or how it even started, what it looks like. But it would be something like, you would ask me, like, do you have children? Then it's like he's waiting for me to answer, so then he would navigate his answer, And then I'm like, then he was like, how do you feel about relationship or marriage and stuff like that? So I said I was married before, divorced, and, I'm open to marriage. Marriage didn't hurt me, But I could tell that he was waiting. He was like, yeah, I do believe in getting married again. But you never mentioned that before. Like, like you're asking me stuff, but you're not saying things about you. But this is really what they do, okay? Textbook. And it's only just to get you comfortable. The more comfortable you are with the narcissist, is the more they start to pull information from you and mirror you. So for example, I said, hey, I'm going out for a walk. Oh, without me? Ew? Y'all, ew? So I said to you, I'm going out to take a walk. And you're in a different location where you're like, you're going without me? Why are you so presumptuous? Like, why you want to be so inclusive? I'm a complete stranger to you. But these are the things that seems flattering in the beginning of any conversation with anyone. It seems so flattering, like, yeah, I could go for a walk with you. And then he was like, oh, I could come visit, I was planning to visit your area. Maybe I could come sooner. Red flag. So I'm listening to these things, but I'm putting myself in somebody else's shoe that doesn't have this level of knowledge, and to see the type of games that they're running, the type of games that they're playing, and the things that they're saying, it's right in front of us. Like it's so blatantly right there. But the whole goal for that is to really prey on your emotions. It's to get you emotionally hooked. It's to get you, you know, in that position where you want more conversation and you feel like, oh, they're giving you their time. They're giving you their attention. Oh, you're going for a walk without me. You're going to do this without me. So what about, like, and then I made a joke, right? So he said something like, oh, maybe we can exchange numbers and we can talk. So I said to him, I said, you could give a kidney and a lung as a deposit in order for me to give you my phone number. Of course I was being funny. Sorry. Of course I was being funny saying, oh, give me a kidney or give me a lung and then I'll be able to give you my number. Of course, right? So he was like, yeah, you could have the heart too, like not just the kidney and the lung, you could have the heart as well too. I'm just doing the conversation off of memory. Y'all just remembering what was said. But he was like, yeah, you could have the heart too. And I was just like, nah, I don't want to be greedy. The heart is for the Lord. I'll take the kidney and the lung, but the heart belongs to the Lord. But he just keep using all of these, like, God stuff, and he's God fearing and stuff like that. So they're getting so creative and finding ways how they're going to come in and get you attached. It's just that emotional attachment. And that's what I feel like we really have to be mindful about, is that emotional attachment. Because once they get you in a conversation where they keep reaching out, they keep messaging you, and they get you hooked in, you want more. So you're left yearning, wanting more. And I'm just watching it play out in front of me. But I could see when I was vulnerable, and I could see when I was in that position where I wasn't able to spot these things early. And just the same, you too might not be in a position where you're able to spot these things early and to see what's going on and to spot these early warning red flags, because they're normally right there in front of our faces, but we don't see them because we're figuring out, how can we match up with this person? How are we similar? How are we alike? How much things we have in common? And you're trying to merge yourself with this person, but we keep forgetting the simple fact we don't know them. This is a stranger to you. This was someone you didn't know yesterday or the day before. This is a complete stranger. So why are you trying to get so connected and so attached to someone you just met? That's a problem. That's an attachment style. That's an abandonment type of attachment style, and you're looking to get that fulfillment. And that should be an immediate red flag when you find yourself wanting to be connected to a person so bad to the point where you're feeling withdrawal if they don't give you that level of attention and affection right away in the beginning. And that's an issue. But we all struggle with these type of affection, abandonment, and love wounds where we just want to be loved by somebody else. We just want that affection. We just want that attention. And unfortunately, this is how a narcissist preys on our innocence, because there's no boundaries taking place. There's no cutoff time. And sometimes these conversations will go on for a longer period of time, and you find yourself hooked into this situation. You find yourself stuck with them and being there for a longer time because you don't know your limits and you don't know your boundaries. So you don't know how to enforce these boundaries. But that's what they want. They want you at your vulnerable stage. They want to see if you're weak. We've all been there. Well, let's move on past this. Hey, Wise, how are you, my love? Welcome in. Such a great pleasure to see you. Hey, Danielle, welcome in. Y'all, have y'all seen anything about Courtney? She was on my mind because I just made dinner a few minutes ago. I had a nice piece of steak and about 6 chicken wings. Well, not the whole wing, just 6 pieces. I just put some jerk seasoning on and tossed them in the air fryer really quickly, and just took a piece of steak and just cook it in the pot really quickly because I'm doing carnivore, because that's very beneficial for me right now. And it's also helping me to lose some weight. So I'm working towards that right now. I'm down 20 pounds and moving towards it. So this week, because I have no school, I'm going in full force this week, okay? Going in full force. So that's what I was doing. And while I was there preparing my steak, I was like, what happened to Courtney? I'm like, I hope she's all right, because I know she wasn't feeling too well. So I was just wondering, yeah, Danielle, Alicia missed out on us for a couple of weeks, okay? But I love it though. I love the self care. I love the self healing. I love the to take care of yourself. Like I'm here for it. Keep doing it. Have y'all been experiencing any Hoovers lately? I don't know. I don't know. Have y'all been experiencing Hoovers lately? I just want to know, okay? Because for sure, I know the seasons are changing, and so as the season changes, is so the narcissist starts their hoovering. So if you're not getting Hoover is coming, okay? Okay. Just didn't know if it was just me pointing this out, okay? Because I know like there's just a certain season for them where they feel like lost, especially going through that winter season. Thank you guys for the likes. I'm seeing it on here that is showing the likes. Okay, it says like about 3 people liked it already, and we have 7 people in the room. I don't know. This thing tells like a little bit of stuff. It don't tell on you all the way, but a little bit of something. But thank you guys. I appreciate it. But this is the season for them right now. It's like after they go to the winter, because if you think about the winter, right? I'm from New York, so New York. The leaves are off the tree. The trees look like they're dead. They're gone. They don't have no life to them or anything. And it looks like there's nobody home. It looks like a pretty ghost town. Well, that's how the narcissists feel. That's how the narcissists operate. Like they feel lost. They feel that they're out here by themselves. So they need someone to cuddle with. And you're also going through that lonely stage, that emotional time where it's just like, oh, it feels so sad. It feels so lonely because of the gloominess and the type of season of snow. And in some places, it just has that feeling. The sun might not have been out for a couple of days. So you're not feeling that lively type of energy. And Christmas gone already. So all the Christmas excitement is out the way. And now it's like, just waiting on spring for something exciting to put back on the sandals, to dress up and go outside. So you're at that low stage right now where you're feeling a little bit low, a little bit more down. And that's the time when the narcissist knows that you're yearning for some affection, because just the season itself, even if it's not you as an individual feeling down, the season that we're in normally brings on that type of feeling. And that's when the narcissist comes around, because they want to go ahead and start to woo you back in. They want to lower you back in. That's what's happening during that time. So that's the reason I wanted to ask you guys, like, have you been experiencing any Hoovers? Because this is pretty much a season for Hoovering right now, okay? So they might be blowing your phone up. They might be coming back with some conversations and things that you've been asking them about, okay? Let's talk about this, okay? So things that you've been asking the narcissist about of lately in regards to doing things better, treating you much better, treating you with respect. Those things that you've been asking the narcissist about, let me change this title on here. Hoovering. Let's keep it to hoovering. Hoovering. Okay. All right, done. Okay, so those things that you've been asking the narcissist about, it's in the season for them right now where they're ready to come back home, okay? Plain and simple. The narcissist is ready to come back home. And some of the things that they're doing during this time is everything that you've been asking them for. If you notice, everything that you've been asking them for, everything that you've been asking them to correct, they're doing it now. This is the time now that they're fixing these behaviors. They're now that person that you've always wanted them to be while you guys were in the relationship. So now, if you've always wanted them to be respectful to you, to be kind to you, to be loving to you, now they're telling you that they're either getting a mentor, they're getting guidance, they're found their way. They found their way. Suddenly, they found their way, and they're working on themselves, and they're being the best version of themselves. All of these tactics that they're giving you is just to get you lowered back in. It's just to get you hooked back into the relationship. None of it is true. Because if you really measure the behaviors from when you were in the relationship to what they're doing now, you realize that this is fake. All these things that they're doing right now, and suddenly giving you this attention and suddenly fixing themselves, and they're back to this good person that you've always wanted them to be during the entire time, you realize how fake it is. You realize that it's just a love bombing tactic. Hoovering is pretty much love bombing with information, if you think about it that way, okay? Hoovering is really love bombing with information, because love bombing was when they didn't know anything about you. Love bombing was the time when they would hoover you, what they would try to get you in the beginning, but they don't have no information. So they have limited information. So what they do is they study your tactics. They study how you operate. And that's what they use, is your reaction and your responses to how you do things. And they use that to hook you back in and to lower you in. That's a part of the love bombing stage. But when they start to hoover you, now they've taken everything that you have told them, everything that you wanted them to change, the very thing that drove you to the edge, because that's what they're doing. They're testing your limits. They're testing your boundaries and see how much can they push up against your boundaries. How can they push and press against this boundary to see, are you going to leave? And every time you're there telling them, and when you start to threaten a narcissist and tell them that you're going to leave if they don't correct their behavior, they know you're not going to leave, because someone who's going to leave does not tell you, because that's a threat. And when you give them that threat, that's when they don't do what you ask them to do. And they know that it's important to you because you're threatening them to leave if they don't correct these type of behaviors. So think about the games that they're playing with you when you're serious. You're talking to them about something really serious, but yet still they're using this as an opportunity to play games with you, okay? But they're watching how passionate you are about that very thing. And they're taking mental notes. They're documenting your responses to the things that you're asking them to do and how it's affecting you and how emotional you are about it. They're watching your responses, and for that response is what they're going to use to come back later to deceive you. Yeah, you said it right there. To lower you back in, which is basically hoover. Hey, Franklin, welcome in, Franklin. Nice to see you. I didn't see that you were in here chatting up a storm already. Welcome in, welcome in. I appreciate you guys. Let me see. I know Wise be knocking it up in the chat, okay? So you said, yes, you were getting some, I'm constantly avoiding contact. Yes, you're getting the hoovers. I feel the narc pulling on my energy spiritually. I've been having dreams about them lately. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all been having dreams about the narcissist, okay? If you find yourself waking up in the middle of the night in the 3 o'clock hours, 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock hours, anytime after the midnight hours, that narcissist is busy working on you, okay? That narcissist is busy working on you. You're their prized possession, and they're working on getting you back. So they're drawing your spirit. So if you're finding yourself dreaming about them, it's not by accident. They're actively working on you. That narcissist is actively working on you. Hey, Lucky, long time no see. How you doing? That narcissist is actively working on you. You're dreaming about them, you're thinking about them, they're on your mind and stuff like that. Oh yeah, it's not by accident. Don't ever think it's by accident, but you need to understand what's going on and what's taking place during that time when you find that you're getting up in the middle of the night and you can't understand what's going on. It's like you're in a battle, you're fighting something. Yes, you're fighting because they're spiritually drawing you. So Alicia, you're not just making up stuff. Hey, Philip, what's going on, my friend? What's going on, Philip? Long time no see. I'm over on my YouTube channel, so if you guys want to click the link in my bio, subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're over here in the chat. There's quite a few of us hanging out, and we're having conversation where you could be around like-minded people who have the same goals, intentions, and is looking to recover and to actually heal each other from narcissistic abuse. So please feel free to click the link in my bio, grab onto my YouTube channel, and join the conversation over here. We are heavy in the room. We're having a lot of conversations, and we're sitting here talking about this topic. Okay, so please do not hesitate. You left yours 6 years ago with absolutely no contact on the part. How are you dealing with, thank you for tapping the screen. I appreciate that. How are you dealing with that no contact though, since you have left for 6 years with the no contact? Because I know a lot of people struggle in the first year after like the first, 3 months, they're really struggling and sometimes get back with them. But you've been out of it for 6 years now. Congratulations. I applaud you for taking those measures. I applaud you very much for taking those measures. You're gonna feel, I hope you do feel better though, Alicia. But when you start having those experiences, for real though, they're in your dreams. They're showing up in your dreams. That's because they're actively working. They're doing witchcraft against you. Plain blank period, okay? You might not think they're doing it, but they're casting spells. They're doing love spells. They're good night. Hey, Angie's, they're doing love spell. They're casting these spells on you. You feel so free because you know that you beat them at their own game. See, that's it right there. See, Lady Ra, thank you for your comment. That's it right there, okay? When you beat them at their game, I know it's hard right now sometimes when you're going through stuff and then when they're coming with the hoovering, right? I know it's hard right now. I know it's hard. I know it's tempting. Thank y'all for tapping alive. I appreciate you so much. I know it's tempting, okay? I know it's the very thing you're like, okay, maybe they're changing, but no. They were studying you the entire time and took the information that you've asked about. That information that you've asked them to correct, you've asked them to fix this behavior, you told them that this is how, when they do this, this is how it makes you feel. Instead of them working on that behavior and trying to help you to navigate and get through this behavior and get through these things to correct the relationship so that you guys can have a healthy relationship, they're not looking to do that. They're documenting and taking notes of the very thing that's upsetting you. Can you imagine? This bothers me, and this is the thing that gives you pleasure. To withdraw this very thing from me. I'm telling you that this is bothering me, this is affecting me, this is hurting me, this is how this making me feel. This is what's preventing our relationship from rising or elevating to the next level. We're having these discussions, but you're not taking it seriously. Instead, this is your moment to document things, write it down, take notes, and use this very thing to hurt me. You're using the very thing that I'm talking to you about, let's correcting these things, to hurt me. A lot of them sometimes don't have a job. They don't like to work. They use that as a reason to stick around and create problems in the household. So you find yourself operating more masculine. You find yourself operating like the man in the relationship. I'm talking to my ladies at this time because I know we have male narcissists and female narcissists, okay? So I'm talking to my ladies at this time. But you find yourself, ladies, being in that masculine role. And the man now is operating more feminine because he don't mind you going out to work. He don't mind you taking all the responsibilities, having to think about everything, process everything. And he's there sitting down watching you go through all of these experiences, and he's comfortable. But you cannot afford to let the bills go to the wayside because they have a lifestyle history of being junkies, in many different ways. They're not people who are responsible and understand what it takes. So when you go to the narcissist now and start telling them about the bills that are happening in the household, right? You're telling them that this bill is coming due, that one is coming due, and you need their help, you need their support because you're in a relationship with the person. You're not in the situation by yourself. So there's no way you're going to be the only one who's thinking about how these bills are going to get covered on a monthly basis or how things are going to get done on a monthly basis. You're not the only one who's thinking about these things. But as for the narcissist, they're not playing a role in the situation. They don't have nothing to do with it. This is your responsibility. You want this relationship? Well, you deal with the situation. Unfortunately, that's how they treat the situation. Like it's your problem, it's your responsibility, and it has nothing to do with them. That's the disrespectful type of individual that you're enabling inside the household. So when you go to them to talk to them about it, they pose an argument and start to argue back with you as the reason that, oh, you coming to them stressing them out. Like, why you coming to me stressing me about this thing? Like, why you stressing me? Every time I apply for a job, I don't get the job, and the problem and the stress that I got. So it's always an excuse. Never, thanks for the follow. Never for the reason to see why they need to be a partner and support you in the relationship and let's do this together. It's never a partnership. When you're with a narcissistic person, you're carrying the whole burden and you're bearing the whole relationship on your back. It's very one-sided. You don't get no support. And as for the flip side now, when you talk about the men that are going out to work and have narcissistic partners as women, these are the ones that's really horrible because they now punish them. They use smacks as a weapon to punish them. They withhold it from them, and then there's no support. When the man comes home from work, there's no dinner on the table, there's no food, but the best thing they could get is an argument. That man will walk through the door and the woman starts arguing with him and disrespecting him. You know why she's doing that though? Because she's busy gathering new supply. She's at home looking for her next victim, her next supply while you're out working. So you get the type of disrespect that you're not good enough. Y'all was here last week when we heard it from Spencer, right? He told us he wasn't good enough. Forget about the amount of money. He was working 2-3 jobs, taking care of the household and cooking meals for them, gourmet type meals. And he was not good enough. Because what? They're busy lining up another supply because they're exhausted with you. You know, it's like a gift. They opened the gift. They saw what it is. They unpacked it. And it's like they're bored. Okay. They treat people like disposable items and they're bored. So in the moment, that's why you get all the excitement in the love bombing phase. Okay. They're excited in the beginning, but now you're disposable. Now they just want to get rid of you and be done with you. Unfortunately, this is how they operate and treat you. So that's why I'm asking the question, how many of you guys are experiencing love bombing? Because it doesn't matter how much they come back with the love bombing. Think about what they're coming to you with. Think about the information that they're presenting to you when they come back with the love bombing stuff. It's everything you've ever asked them to do. It's everything you've asked them to correct for you. It's everything that you've been having an issue with inside the relationship before you decide to leave. Or before they decided to ghost you. Those are the things that you've asked for them to correct. And pay attention when they come back with this love bombing. Now, exactly what is it that the conversation is about, the love bombing? They're going to tell you. They're telling you about their progress, their updates on things that they're doing. You know the deal. And how they miss you or they miss that thing. Come on. You know the deal. Let me jump over here to the comment section. Wise, I missed your comment here, sweetheart. I missed your comment. It says he's been sending me notifications, though I'm not subscribing to his channel. What? How is he able to send you notification and stuff like that? That's odd. That's pretty odd. You said, I have no interest in being with the narcissist. When I think about how he betrayed and hurt me, as well as the manipulation and infiltration he subjected me to, it feels disgusting. You're disgusted by it. I'm in total agreement with you, okay? For me personally, I can't see myself ever being back with this narcissistic person. I know too much right now. It's like, hey, Team Libra, what's up, King? It's like, you know how when you go out on a mission and they'll tell you like, you know, the subject is compromised? Yeah. So we got to abort mission, or yeah, we got to get rid of the subject now. Yeah. I just pin your message to the top because I'm using a different, studio to kind of get the information out. So I pin it to the top so we can all just, see what it is. Hopefully I'll be able to unpin it and pin a different comment so you guys can all jump in and read it from time to time. And it's nice to see you, Libra. I'm over on my YouTube channel if you ever want to hop in. We're over here just having some great conversation, talking about, what I talk about best, right? Recovering and healing from narcissistic abuse, helping you to understand the things that you've experienced. Because while you're in the relationship, thank you for tapping the screen, by the way. While you're in the relationship, you don't understand what you're going through. It doesn't make sense. And when you get out of it, you try to talk to people about it. it still doesn't make sense. They don't understand it. They don't speak narcissism. So at least when you get on this channel, you can be able to talk about stuff and you'll be able to understand what narcissism really is. You'll be able to get a better understanding. So thank you for the follow. So you can put the pieces together, because you're basically broken into pieces when you're with the narcissist, pretty much, okay? And you're left with unanswered. Hey, Brenda, you're left with unanswered questions and you're lost out here, okay? So what I'm here doing is really helping you to gain some knowledge, some understanding on really what narcissism really is. And right now, like I said, it's the season for hoovering. That's really what's going on, is basically the hoovering season, where everything you've ever asked them to fix for you, to take care of for you, to do for you, this is the season now that they're doing it in this particular season. Thank you so much for sharing out the live, for tapping the screen. And actually, I see the like button is going up. Thank you guys so much for that. I do appreciate it. Thank you. I couldn't see myself ever talking back to the narcissist, like, especially knowing that everything was intentional, just to know that you really was sitting there hurting me. It's so disgusting. Like, sometimes in the beginning, I really was sorry for him. I felt very sorry for him, because now I realize that you're battling something bigger than I could possibly think. You're battling something much deeper. And I felt sorry for him at first, but then it's also a choice. So I'm like, screw that, okay? Who's there for me to support me, okay? Who's there to pour back into me, to lift me up, to breathe some life into me? Like, who's doing that for me? Because I don't have anybody doing that for me. I have to do it for myself. So I'm sitting here pitying the narc. Man, get your life. Get your life. No, and no some more. I don't have time for it. Of course, they do not know what that is. Accountability. Who? Accountable for what? They would blame you every single day about everything instead of just taking accountability for their actions. So yeah. And don't hesitate, guys. If you have questions in between, do not hesitate to ask your questions. You guys know once I come on, I'm ready, to ask questions, for you to ask questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. No question is too hard. I was in a discussion today and somebody asked a question about how do you build trust after going through heartbreak? Woo! That question was a big one, okay? How do you build trust after going through heartbreak? So let's play out a situation, okay? So you're with a man or a woman and they keep going to the bathroom with their phone. So every time they'll go to the bathroom with their phone, they're in there for a period of time and they're having discussions on their phone, talking to whomever, and you come to find out that they were cheating on you. And they told you that when they were in the bathroom, they were having these conversations with persons and, they were doing their thing in the bathroom. They were, they started the cheating process there and they actually physically executed the process. So now, like, I can't be with you. I just can't. I personally can't, because it's like, you just broke my trust. So how do you build trust after a heartbreak? So now you're going to have to tell me everywhere you're going. So now I'm going to be triggered every time you go into the bathroom and you have your phone with you, or every time you're not around me, I'm going to be triggered. I'm going to be concerned that you might be doing something else. You might be doing something that I think you're not supposed to be doing. I don't really have the energy, because what we fail to realize is that cheating just didn't happen with the physical, the physical outcome, because things led up to that. Things, build up, the momentum was built, things build up, get into that level of being able to, handle business. So for me, it's like, you spend all this time lying to my face, looking in my face sideways, knowing that you're out building something with someone else, and we're actually in an exclusive relationship. We're not just dating, getting to know each other. We're in a relationship. So I want to say there's ways to do it. I'm just not at that stage yet, okay? And I don't know if I'll ever be. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever be at that stage. I was fooled to it once, and I don't feel like I should intentionally put myself back in any position to compromise my sanity. I don't think I ever want to be in any position where I should ever sacrifice my mental space, because if you're here with me in a relationship and part of your role is to protect me, part of your role is to keep me safe. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Also, if you feel comfortable, you could come over to my YouTube channel. It's the same name. You could click the link in the bio. You could find the YouTube channel. We have quite a few of us. We're having discussion here. Everybody's talking amongst themselves. Thank you guys for tapping the screen, for supporting the live and coming through. I appreciate you guys incredibly. So it's like, I gave you my all. You know, I gave you the best years of me, and I gave you the better part of me. And that's what you did with it. You're a waste of my time at this point. So that's not something that I ever want to entertain or be a part of. I don't think it's something for me at all, you know? And this is the thing, when you're in a relationship, how are you going to take my kindness for weakness? How are you going to take my most vulnerable part of me and treat it like crap and dismiss it and, you know, disregard my feelings and be with another person if we're exclusive? I could understand if we're in an open relationship, then by all means, go ahead and handle your business if we're in an open relationship. But if we're in an exclusive relationship and you broke the trust, just call it a day. You know, we're good. No need to worry about me. I'm good. That's fine. Because I played a fool once where I forgave somebody for having a child on me. How big of a deal is that? That's a big deal. That's a whole life into the relationship. That's a constant reminder every day. And that was a constant reminder for me. And I pushed past the healing process. I got through it, but it wasn't even me getting through it. It's the fact that he kept talking to this person still. They would be on the phone talking still, having conversations behind my back, and he's lying to her, telling her one story and telling me something different. So is it worth it to go through all of this torment and torture? Absolutely not. I would say if someone broke the trust with you, give them their walking papers. Be confident enough to walk away from something like that. If somebody's treating you like that and doesn't respect or value you, give them their walking papers and be gone. Be done with it. You don't need it. It's not, no, you don't need it. And I might be just saying it off the whim and just going off, but I don't think you need anything like that in your life. I really don't, because that person is not demonstrating value. They're not demonstrating any form of respect, any form of love for you, any form of protection. They're not showing you that they're protecting you emotionally, that they're providing a space for you to be vulnerable with them, a space of trust, a place of love. Like, they're not providing those spaces for you. And that's an unhealthy space to be in, because you're never yourself. You're never at your true level, at your most comfortable self. You're never at that level at all. And what's the point of being in a relationship like that if you can't be yourself? You can't be your true, authentic self. That, to me, it's a waste of time. I don't know. Maybe I might just be in my feelings. Maybe I'm still hurt. Maybe I'm still broken, that I don't want to sit around and be somebody's punching bag. Maybe I am broken. I don't know. I'd rather be broken than being beat up on or being lied to, cheated on, disrespected, whatever. I know I've done the work, and I understand my worth now. I understand my value. So I'll stand on that. And if you're not okay with that, you could keep walking. You could go on about your business, and I'm all right with that as well, too. But stop allowing people to take the best years of you and leave you empty, leave you with nothing, okay? Don't allow them to continuously do that. You've done quite too much of that already. Danielle says, exactly. I'm too disgusted to even bother now. Yeah, I'm over it, you know? Like, yeah, it's never that serious. When I thought it was serious and I was fully invested and I was giving it my time, giving it my energy, and giving it everything in me, I wanted it that time, and I wanted to believe that you were going to do good, and I wanted to believe that you were going to do right by me, and I wanted to believe all of these things. But now it's like, I can't believe you. I can't be here. There's no space for me. You've made your decision, and I'm comfortable with it. I just need to know who I am, and I just need to keep it moving. And it's just that simple. It's not complicated. I think a lot of times we make things complicated because we're more concerned about how the other person is going to react, how they're going to feel to the situation. But no, I suggest start valuing yourself just a tad bit more, okay? And you'll find better results in the things that you do. Your outcome will be better, and your pool will be smaller to choose from. I can tell you that much, okay? The pool will be smaller to choose from because you're eliminated narcissists. And when people are not held to a certain standards or held to their accountability, they don't have to be accountable for things. Oh yeah, they don't like it. They don't like it. So if you're not playing around with them and allowing them to beat you around and push you around, yeah, they don't like it. So choose your battles, okay? So if you're going to give up something to get something, know what you're giving up and what you're going to get in return for what you're giving up, all right? Let me see what's going on in the comment section. Me too. I did. I stopped feeling sorry for him too. And especially when I learned the fact that he was trying to molest his daughter. Yeah, that was, like, there was no thoughts there. Like, I really cannot look at this man. I really now, like, I despise him. I couldn't look at him to know that you tried to touch your daughter. Like, you pull her pants down and wanted to be intimate with your own child. You're disgusting. Y'all, sometimes I don't really think y'all know who y'all dealing with. You know, I don't think you guys really understand the demonic attacks, the type of people that you're interacting with. I don't think you really understand the devil possession, the demonic possession, the spiritual demonic attack you're dealing with when you're with one of these monsters, okay? They're low down and dirty. I bawled my eyes out when she told me about it. She said he didn't, go further. He just was butt naked in front of her, pulled her pants down, told her, do not repeat anything that's going on in here tonight. Locked her in the bathroom. She had to pull her pants up, grab the bathroom door, and ran out of the bathroom. I wasn't there. I was at work. But can you imagine? They're sick. They're disgusting. This is the type of monsters that we are really thinking that we can't do without. These are the type of monsters that we're spending so much time thinking about, giving them so much energy. My goal is really to help you to heal, get on the other side where you could start finding you. Because it's scary when you start to invite somebody else into your space. You don't know if they're being genuine. You don't know if they're being sincere. And it's a scary world to walk into. It's a scary thing to let your guards down, to invite someone else back into your space. And you don't even know if you could trust the person. It's an uncomfortable feeling. It's an unsettling feeling. Like, y'all, we family, okay? I bawl my eyes out so bad. Can you imagine if she was about like 7 or 8 years old? And I'm a grown woman, and this man thing is way too much for me as a grown woman. I cannot manage it because he's oversized, okay? I can't manage it. And you were looking at your daughter to please you? You're sick. You're sick. They are sick, okay? They are sick, twisted, nasty. These are the monsters that we didn't take the time to know. These are the monsters, okay? You didn't take the time to get to know them. You didn't take the time to learn some things about them, to understand who they are. These are the type of monsters that we invite into our space, that we invite into our home, that we invite to be amongst us. And this should be a warning sign for y'all to know that take your time. Take your time to get to know a person, okay? Take your time to get to know a person. Like, I couldn't even tell you the rage that was in me, and I sat and I asked her, was like, hey, I understand this is uncomfortable for you, and I understand this is probably something that you don't want to talk about, but I'm here, and I comfort her as best as I possibly could, and I let her know we can still reach out to the police and let them know, and, let them know what happened. And she said, no, mommy, I don't want to do that. Let God deal with him. That was the moment I know that these kids are really my kids, because I'm like, yeah, when God does it, I reap the benefit. I get the victory. God fight the battles and I get it. But to see my children also having to be put in that position to be able to sit there and say, no, mommy, let God deal with him. damn. You know, like, jeez. But these are the monsters that we really are with. So, you know, protect our children, protect your babies, you know, protect them and listen to them, because sometimes they're so afraid to talk about it. Sometimes they're so scared because they don't. And the thing about him, so let me tell y'all this thing, right? So the thing about him, that he will rage. That's the cussing, you know, and yell and rage and break things down in the house. I said that I was gonna show y'all some of the pictures of what he would do. You know what? Let me do that. Let me see if I could. I'm gonna try to do it in the middle while we're talking and stuff, because I did promise you guys that I was gonna send you the picture. So let me see if I'm able to send it over while we're talking, so you guys could get a look and see how he would destroy the house. But this was the level of rage he would be in the house in at all times, cussing and yelling and carrying on and breaking things in the house. When I tell you breaking things, destroying the house. Okay, I think I found the pictures, y'all. I wonder what's the easiest way to get it on. You know, I'm probably gonna have to email it. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, so I got the email address here. All right, let me see if I can email at least one. All right, let me see if I can email at least. Yeah, here we go. Okay. And if it comes through properly, then we can try it again, okay? So let me go ahead and see about sending it over in the email, and then let's take a look at it. Next time I'll have it more prepared, so we can have the pictures ready to go instead of me doing it in the middle of the show. But y'all are, you know, thank y'all for your patience with me. Okay, I think it should be coming over. What happened, Wise? What did I miss? Wait, what? What? You said he asked you to put that in his pubic hair in his oatmeal? Wait, what? Wise? What you talking about? What in the world? Let me see if I could so let me see if I could download this. Or better yet, yeah, so I have this up. Let me come back into the studio. Oh my goodness, wait, what? Wait, let me see what screen. That's not the screen that I want to share. I want to share this one. What? He asked you to put pubic hair in? Girl, that is some sick stuff. That is some sick stuff. Browser, good. Okay. Oh, just want me to put the browser site? Oh, can I just do a screen? Instead of it being a browser, can I just do a screen? Y'all, I'm trying to get this thing over, but I think I'm messing up display capture. I think this should be good. This might be it. This might be it. Okay. That is sick. That is desktop Windows. That is, oh my goodness. That is sick. I don't know, y'all. I might have to just put my phone in front of the camera and show you. Hey, Forzia, good night, my love. Good night, good night. I'm going to turn up the light on my phone. I have my phone on the blue light thing, nighttime mode. Well, I'm just going to put it on my phone, okay? Because I didn't set this thing up on here properly. Let me see if I can add an image. Okay, image. Okay. Upload. So let me browse the computer. Download. Y'all, can you imagine somebody who's not tech savvy want to sit here and do tech stuff? Like, okay, so I got the picture up, guys. I think I'll be able to do it. Let me make it bigger. Okay, there we go. Okay, y'all gonna be proud of me. Okay, y'all gonna be proud of me. So hold on, I'm pulling up the picture so y'all can see. Y'all gonna be proud of me. Okay, y'all can't see I never did nothing. Okay, so here goes. Transition. That was the monster that I was dealing with. So I'm gonna see if I could find another image. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I could find another image. I'm gonna browse the computer. See, that's what I'm saying. If I was more prepared, then I would have been all right. Cause then I have another image. Okay, let me go to the one in the kitchen. Okay, there we go. Here's another one. Okay, this one would be good. I'm gonna show you guys this one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I should have been more prepared. My bad, y'all. Thank y'all for working with me though. Like, my bad. What time is it now? No, that's not that one. Let me cancel this and let me browse the computer again. I have another one for y'all. Okay, here we go. It's coming. Yep. Let me see if I could make this a little bit. Yeah, okay. There we go. See, I could see the whole thing. And I'm gonna put it on the screen now. In the house and destroy the house. This is what I ran away from. That's what I was dealing with. Okay. They're so sick and twisted, and all they come with is destruction. So that's one of the ways that I was able to learn about this narcissist. That's one of the ways that I was able to heal from this narcissist, because I was able to see him different. Instead of seeing him for what I wanted him to be, I was able to see him differently. So now I can see that these things are destructive, right? So that's the spirit of destruction. So that's how I was able to spot the type of spirit that I was in covenant with, because of the things that he was doing. So for example, something like this was a destructive type of spirit. So now you know that you're with a person that's destructive, that has a backward type of spirit, that they keep going backwards. So every time you progress, you try to fix something, you try to move on and move forward, they're stuck in the past. So they have that type of backwardness type of spirit on them. That's some of their demonic things that they're working through and they're dealing with, okay? So you find yourself trapped in that cycle with them, because that's what's attached to them. So if you can get to know what type of narcissist you were with and what type of spirits that you were attached to by the things that they were doing and how they were operating. So as you can see by the pictures that I was dealing with this man, he had that backwards type of mentality. So he was stuck in the past. And if you notice, sometimes when you guys go through disagreement, when you go through arguments and stuff like that, they're always bringing up something from the past to talk about it now, when it had nothing. That's a weak mindset, by the way, because it has nothing to do with this current issue or this current situation. But because they have a weak mentality and a weak mindset, this is how they operate. This is to gain control of the conversation. This is to throw you off your game and to get your attention. This is what it looks like. So pay attention. That backward type of spirit, that spirit of deception, right? They're deceitful, they're lying, dishonest. That's a demonic type of spirit. Yeah, that's a whole devil you walking with, okay? That's a whole devil you're rolling side to side with. Yep. I'm jumping in the comment section over here to seeing what's going on in the comment. That's insane. Yep. Grocery store. Oh, you went to the grocery store and you started narc and walk right past them? I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Like, I never knew you. You're just somebody I thought I knew, but I don't know you. So I'm walking past you like a perfect stranger. I'm with you. I have no clue who you are. Peace. I have no clue. But y'all, that's what I was dealing with. And that's not even half of it, y'all. But like I said, I'm going to have it more ready, where I'm going to have all my pictures downloaded on a file on the computer. So it would be easier to have them set up ready to go, so we can either watch a slide with them or seeing what was going on during this time. Y'all, so a couple weeks ago, my daughter was talking to him. He called her and she screenshotted. She was like, "Mommy, why does daddy look like this?" And I'm like, "What happened? That's your dad. You know your dad. That's your dad." She was like, "No, mommy. He looks like he's homeless and he's inside of a home." Oh my gosh. You look homeless and you're inside of a home? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But their deeds don't go unpunished. So I know sometimes you guys will ask me stuff like, have I ever seen them get their payback, or, their karma? Have I seen their karma? And yes, I've seen it, I don't care for it, but I guess it comes back as validation. And I think that's probably sometimes why we ask this question, because it's like, how do you get to do me dirty and just go on about your business like nothing happened? How do you get to do me dirty? Like, do you get punished for this? Because I want to punish you myself. I want to expose you, tell everybody who you are and stuff like that. So do you get your own karma? And to know that he did these very things, and to learn about the things that he was doing, it's beyond disgusting to think that this is the person that I lay next to and did not know that I was literally sleeping with the enemy. I was literally with the enemy, thinking it was other things that was creating problem in our marriage, but the problem was right beside me the entire time. But gaslighting me and manipulating me to make me think that it's something else. Every time I would get close to the smell or, to the scent of the problem and the root cause of the problem, he would throw me a loop, throw me off the scent. Those are some of the things that happens when you're with them. You're never in your right mind, because they have to throw you to the left. They have to throw you off the scent. Like, you're onto something. It feels uncomfortable. Something is wrong about it, but it just feels off, Yeah, feels really off. So I'm going to put together some pictures better. Let me do another show again. We tolerate. This is what we accept, thinking that we can't do better. And being in a relationship with someone who treats the household like this, how are you guys going to go forward? How are you guys going to have a healthy relationship? How do you plan to build life together with someone who's destructive, someone who's breaking you down and tearing you down? So every time you try to build yourself up, they keep tearing you down. How do you plan to move forward in a situation like this? This is the type of situations and things that you deal with. But these were some of the rages that he would do in the household. These were some of the things that he would do to drive rage and force and, that type of stuff inside the home. And think about the kids, how scared they are of him. So when this is what the narcissist does to gain control of their victims, okay? They drive fear, to that intimidation tactic, to get you to be hooked onto them, and you're afraid of them, so you're afraid to speak up. So can you imagine him trying to touch his own children inappropriately? And then he treats the place like this, so they're all scared. And mommy's allowing this man to be in the house with them. So, this is what mommy's exposing them to. This is what mommy's exposing them to. So they're scared for their life. They're fearful for their life. But we don't see these things. We look at it as love. We think we're in love. We think we're so in love, but we're blind. We're blinded to the truth, to the reality of things. We're blinded by a feeling. They gave you a feeling, few days of a feel-good feeling, and you hold on to that for the rest of your life, thinking it's real, validating it, making excuses for it, not seeing the danger that you're putting yourself and the people around you that you love in. He would tell me so much time that he was going to take my life. And I was so afraid that he would hurt my mom and my sister. That's the reason I didn't leave a long time ago, because I was very fearful of their lives, because he couldn't get to me, that he would try to hurt them just to get back at me. So I hung in there until it felt safe enough to leave. And by me giving him the money, I told you guys, you see how he destroyed the house? I'm going to come back, and share you guys how he destroyed it, how I built it back up, renovated it, sold the house, and walk away for dear life. Okay? Definitely going to do a show on that one night so we can go into some of these details, and I can share some of these experiences that I've had with you guys, so you can understand what is it that you're dealing with, and how important no contact is, and how important it is to get out safely. See, more than anything else is getting out safely. We don't see it. We sometimes get upset, and I know sometimes people would come in the comment or come in the room and they'll start talking about, you need to just get out. Just get out, just go no contact and stuff. And I understand the passion behind it. But from someone who understands danger, I would never tell you to just get up and leave. I would never tell you to do that, because I understand your safety comes first. Have a plan and then execute that plan, okay? Don't leave no evidence of it around. Don't leave no signs of it around. But have a plan and execute that plan, and get out safely. Don't just make an impulsive decision. Don't just make an impulsive move to just hop and get out. No. Have a plan to get out safely. Y'all, it's been great. It's been great having these conversations and just meeting up for us to really kind of see what we were dealing with and really talk through it and get some of these things out, because clearly, as you could possibly tell, it took some time to heal. It took some time to put in the work. It took some time to get where I'm at today. This didn't happen overnight. This is constantly a work in progress. It's constantly a work in progress, and improving and working and pouring into myself, because that's the best thing that I could do for myself. And now I don't compromise me for anyone at all. Absolutely not. If you guys have any questions for me, please, this is your opportunity. Drop your questions in the chat so I'll be able to answer your questions for you or clarify anything that you're having questions with. Let me see. Y says, the journey of understanding and managing narcissistic breakdowns involves recognizing the layer of insecurity, need for validation, the lack of self-worth beneath their facade. That's it. If you understand these things, you will realize that you're dealing with a little child who's craving attention and does not like consequences for their actions. That's who it is. All this rage and this big show and carrying on and exploding and all of these excessive stuff, yeah, that's to gain your attention. That's attention seeking, and that's for validating them that what they're doing is good. They want praises. So you know how people will tell you that a narcissist love that self-praise, that admiration. They really want validation. They want you to acknowledge them, to validate them. That's what they're looking for from you. Yeah, they need you. You think you need them? They need you more than you think. They have no self-worth, none. They don't have an identity, so they hide behind yours. They don't have a self-worth, they hide behind yours. They mirror you, they mimic you, and want to be just like you, unfortunately. They all do it. You saw the pictures. Yeah, anything is in their way, they're gonna destroy it. They're gonna break things down. That's what they do. Anything that's in their way, they're gonna break it down. They're gonna destroy things. They don't have no care for nothing. They have no respect for nothing else. Not even themselves. They don't even respect themselves. But you're dealing with a grown child, okay? A big child, an overgrown child, okay, that does not like consequences. The ones that throw fit in the store and break things in the store and kick and scream if you don't give them a toy or give them something, they start acting up. That's exactly what you're dealing with this type of a narcissist. That's just who they are. They're overgrown, immature, you know, empty. They're empty inside, if you ask me. They're real empty. I think Alicia says, I think many victims should have a plan in order to escape, especially if they have kids with a narc. And yep, my plan was the money, okay? That was a part of my plan, was the money. Give him the money and leave. See, that was the distraction for me, was the money. That was my plan, was to give him the money, and he's busy with the money, so he's not realizing how much I'm really leaving, that I'm divorcing him, that I'm having full custody of the kids, and I'm really gone. Because they don't think that you're really leaving. They think this is just some powwow, some blow up, and this is going to pass. This is going to pass. This all too shall pass. So they don't really think that you're really leaving. They think this is just in the spur of the moment, and they're going to get you back. Yeah. Only if they know. That's why I said I agree with you that you should have a plan. You should always have a plan and be steps ahead of them, okay? Have a plan for something. And here's a giveaway plan, okay? So if you have some supportive people or friends, here's what you could do, right? Or even if you don't have the friends and stuff like that. Here's one. You can have a moving crew. Get your things. Get a friend or someone you know to go by the house, leave them the key somewhere or whatever, and you have them move your stuff out that weekend for you. So you and the narcissist go out somewhere, have a good time. And I might be giving away some tips, but y'all know we don't always use everything that we talk about. But I'm just giving you an example, right? Go away for the weekend. Go do something fun. Go do something exciting. While you and the narcissist is out having a good time, your home girl is there packing everything with the moving truck and getting things moved for you because you already had a plan to execute. So on the way back, and especially if it's your car that you drove to go on this little weekend trip, oh, you drop them off at the house, and when they come out the car to go inside, oh, you just back up out the driveway and going about your business. Like, that is something incredible. Yeah, I like little stuff like that, you know? Yeah, to make them sweat. Yeah, to make them lose their mind, and you just back up out the driveway because you know there's nothing inside that you're going in there for. You already know your homegirl. You guys planned this, okay? So you don't give no sign, no evidence while you're with them that anything is happening. But you've been making small hints, maybe putting a little tape here to mark a spot or do this. Or listen, you gotta be very strategic when you're planning your exit. Have a plan. Have a plan to get out of this thing and get out safely, okay? Leave that narcissist right where you met them, and then you go no contact. They don't deserve you. They don't deserve a piece of you. They don't deserve nothing, nothing, nothing. Listen, there's so many different plans that you could come up with, right? Because they're going to be on this weekend trip with you, not thinking anything of anything, okay? Have no clue of what's going on. but you already got a plan going on. You got the key lined up for your friend to get the key. You got everything prepped, and they know, listen, because guess what you're going to do? Even if you got pots and pans that you're going to need, because some people need it, some people don't, or your chinaware and stuff like that, start organizing them now into a cabinet by themselves, you know? So it's not obvious. So you put them all organized into a cabinet, the things that you're gonna need, a left side, right side, whatever. So you know the day when you guys are leaving, you put all your sticky notes on what you want your friend to take and whatever, and they'll handle it for you. Have a plan and be strategic about it. Don't be so caught up in the narcissist that you forget to think. Don't be so caught up in them that you forget that you're the boss of this, okay? You're the boss of this. You start this show. You determine how this thing go, and you get out. Come on, you got this. Yo, you got this. I know y'all could do it, okay? Just do it strategic, do it safe, and don't go to places where they're gonna know where you are. My recommendation is that you have started to look for an apartment and to have your address not disclosed. So you get your new apartment and you have the place ready. So you have everything that you're going to need prepped to move out of this apartment. Okay? Hey, got to beat them at their game. And if you're not one step ahead of them, that means they're 2 steps ahead of you. So you got to get ahead of the narcissist so you can beat them at their own game. They're not that good at it, actually. They're not. Okay? They're not. And they're so comfortable with you because they think that you're never going to leave. You're not going to go anywhere. But you got to, listen, you got to get it together and get up out of there, okay? Of course. Yes, Alicia. Of course they normally have cameras and stuff hiding. But remember, you have to have a plan. You always have to have a plan and be a step of the narcissist. Okay? You always have to have a plan. And that's why if you know they have cameras and stuff, because a lot of times they do, many times, some of them is not all that, okay? Some of them is not really. But if you know what you're doing, right, you'll know what's most important for you to take with you and what's not that important, okay? So you'll know the things that you really need versus the things that it's not that serious, and you'll know what to walk away with, okay? So those are the things that you set up your plan and you have these things prepped, ready to go, so it's ready to be executed, okay? So whether it's inside the closet or stuff like that, that you have your stuff tied up in the black bag or, you know, sectioned off on a hanger a particular way, you know, some simple little things, but you got to get creative to get out safely. My thing is just getting out safely. That's it. Forget about all the extra stuff, you know, the bed, the dresser, like, listen, all these things can be replaced. These are all material things. These things can be replaced, but you cannot be replaced. You're irreplaceable. And that's what you got to remember when you need to get out of this narcissistic, abusive relationship properly. You got to remember you're irreplaceable. All these things are replaceable. And if you don't need them, don't worry about them. And if you're ready to get out safely. Okay? Don't worry about going back. Hey, pretty girl. Yeah, you know you come late because you know I'm about to get up out of here right now. Like, I am about to wrap it up. I don't know if you have any questions for me. I'm just reading what's in the chat right now to get up out of here right now. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You missed some of the pictures. Wait, let me see, pretty girl. Since you're here, let me drop a picture for you really quick. Hold on. It's coming up. Here you go. See this one here? Yep. This is what it looked like. That's what it looked like with the narcissist. This is how he would have the house, y'all. Oh, it's the other way. It's the other way the picture is. Yeah, I'm pointing to the wrong direction. But yep, that's what the house would look like, y'all. That's what I would come home to see. You see the dresser? How he ripped it out, broke up my dresser, destroyed the place. Yep, this is what I would come home to. Destructive. So it's not worth it being with these type of narcissists at all. It's really not worth it being with them. All right, let me take this off the screen. All right. Come back over. Yeah, it's not worth it. You know, you're wasting your time with them. This is, yeah. I stayed way too long. I stayed way longer than I was supposed to. Um, yeah, I stayed way too long than I was supposed to. I knew I needed to be out of that relationship way sooner than I did. Yeah. Yeah. I stayed way too long. So I'll encourage you guys, you know, whatever it is that you're going through, you don't have to stay in it. You know, I had children, so I had so much things to think about, to plan out. You know, I wasn't the only one. I wasn't thinking just for myself. And that's why they have children in the relationship, because they know it's going to be harder for you to make a move. It's going to be harder for you to make decisions. It's going to be harder for you to get out of these situations. So they make sure they have children with you early to keep the bond there, for you to second guess everything, for you to not make the move if it was just you by yourself, you know? I had a lot of things to think about. A lot of things was weighing me down, pulling me down from making decisions quicker than I would normally do, because if it was me alone, I wouldn't have stayed this long. Who knows? But having children, and didn't want to seem like I was breaking up my home or having my children be without their dad, I felt like I was going to be carrying that guilt. So I didn't know what to do. And I stayed obviously way too long. I stayed way too long. But I didn't feel safe at times leaving. It didn't feel like it was safe. It didn't feel like it was the right time to leave. And I sacrificed leaving. I sacrificed my happiness. I sacrificed everything to wait for the right moment to be able to leave. I wasn't strong enough to leave. I wasn't that strong at the time to leave. But I left when it was safest to do so. It was the safest time to do it. He was distracted by getting the money, so that was something to hold him over in the meantime. And that's how I was able to leave out of that toxic, unhealthy relationship and leave with my life. My children are safe, and we left in one piece. So I don't have to look over my shoulder. I'm not walking wondering, you know, if he's coming to get me or something like that. I'm not in that position because, like I said, I cut all ties, and the way how I cut it was important. It was crucial to me having a safe exit. So I'm always, like I would always tell you guys, I'm not going to tell you to just get up and just leave the narcissist. I'm not going to tell you to just, you know, just get out the relationship and stuff like that. I'm not going to tell you to do that. But what I will tell you is have a plan. Okay? Have a plan. Think this through first. Don't be in a rush. Okay? Don't be in a rush. Take your time. One more day won't hurt you. Take your time, plan it out, and leave. And when you leave, don't look back, because that's going to be the end of it. Because now, think about it. You make such an exit, plan everything, and you're very strategic about it, and you left. And you're thinking that they're going to let you go that easily, that they're not going to plan stuff this time around. You listen, you're playing with your life. You're playing with fire. That's a dangerous place to be in, okay? Yeah, I did my best. I sure did my best. I did the best that I could with the information that I had, with the resources that I had at the time. I did the best that I could. That's all I could do, and that's why I always would tell you, don't beat yourself up on stuff. You didn't know this person was a narcissist. As a matter of fact, you didn't know what narcissism is. But now with the tools that we have, the information, the knowledge, the resource that we have right now, we now know what narcissism is. We can't deny when you're with a narcissist. You can't deny when you actually see a narcissistic person. There's no denying it anymore. There's no going back anymore. There's no going back. You cannot unsee it. You cannot unsee what you saw. You cannot, you know what you saw. And you know that if you continue to doubt your reality, it's going to get deeper, it's going to get worse, and it's going to go on for a longer period of time. You know that much already. That's it. A lot of women are out here thinking that they're Bob the Builder. Take on a project and start to work on it, start to renovate it, start to fix it, start to build it up to become what they want it to be instead of accepting it for what it is. If it's broken, it needs rehab, need renovation, that's not your job. That's not your place. You're not Bob the Builder. You don't go in and fix things when it's broken. You didn't break it. But we always go and see how we can heal people. Because many of us who are empaths, we have a gift of healing. And that's what the narcissists are drawn to, is that healing spirit that you carry. You have a healer type of spirit, and maybe you have not tapped into that part of you yet to realize that you have a gift. You carry a mantle. You carry that healer type of spirit, that healer mentality. You're a healer. You can see through people. You can see them beyond their brokenness, and you're actually gravitating to the level of them that they have not tapped into as yet. So because you can see them at a level of healed, you can see where they can go if they only put in the work. So you're judging this thing prematurely because you can see ahead of time. You can see ahead of things. You're able to see if they only put in the work and you push them a little bit, then this is where they can be. However, the reality of it is this is where they are. How do you feel about where they are versus where they can be or where they can grow? That's not your place. It's not your place. And that's where Bob the Builder role comes into place. And you feel like you're repairing a person, you're renovating them, and you're fixing them. You're trying to fix them. We have a problem with that. We have a healer type of spirit, and it could come in as a dangerous thing as well, too. Hey, Shannon, have not seen you before. Welcome to the family. We're super excited that you decided to join us tonight and to grace us with your presence. Thank you so much for being here. We do appreciate that. We are constantly trying to see the good in narcissistic people. That's that healer type of spirit. I told my friend about this all the time. I'm like, hey, dude, we're healers, okay? We see the good in people, but here's the problem, right? Thanks for the like. I appreciate it, right? So this is the level that the narcissist is on right now, or you meet the person on this level. You see their potential as being right here. So right now you met them at this level, but you're in love with the version of them that's up here, right? So the problem is you want them to rise to this occasion, but they're not there as yet, if that makes sense. So you're seeing them at a level here. So you're having thoughts and imagination of the version of them that's up here, but the reality of it is they're right here. So if you're in love with them at their broken stage right here, hoping to see them grow here, you're the problem. You're the problem because you're trying to change them into what you think they can become. If they don't see themselves at that level, you're the problem. You're constantly going to be the problem. You're going to be the nagging person that keeps nagging the narcissist. You're the problem. And it's probably hard to say. It's probably hard to admit it, but it is the truth, right? They didn't tell you they want to change. They didn't tell you that they wanted better, because they would have been making the moves towards it. See, the difference is if you meet them at this level and they're moving and trying to get to the level, like you see them doing it on their own, not you wanting them to get there, but you can see that they're actually wanting to get to that level. Like you can see them putting in the work. You can see what they're doing. Then you don't have nothing to say. That's their project to work on. That has nothing to do with you. Let them do them. But I would always see people get so invested in the narcissistic progress, and that's the wrong thing to do, because then you're doing it for your benefit. That's selfish. If you can see the narcissist improve themselves and it has nothing to do with you, then you've mastered detachment. Then you've mastered that level of control. You've mastered detachment with the narcissist, and you're able to see yourself outside of the narcissist. And that's an incredible level to get to. So when you get to that level, you can do without the narcissist. You don't have to be with them, and you can watch them be successful, and it has nothing to do with you, and it doesn't bother you either way. But if you go in with that mindset of wanting to see them at a particular level when they didn't show you that they're at that level, you're already going with that controlled mind games, that controlled mindset. And the narcissists already know that you're coming in here trying to push them to a better version of themselves. And they're going to argue with you for you're trying to change them. And that's what they're going to tell you. That's going to be their defense. Or you trying to change me. What? Who doesn't want to change for the better? Well, I didn't tell you I wanted better. You decide to come in here and think that something is wrong with me. Like, why don't you check yourself? You're not perfect. What's wrong with you? Why do you think something is wrong with me? That's what you're walking into. That's what you're walking into. Yeah. Let me hop over into the comment. Harshal, hey, how is it going? I remember you popped into my live several weeks ago when I had just started the live, and I think they had the TikTok ban. I think you're in Turkey or something like that. You're in another part of the world. I remember you had popped in. Nice to see you. How is it going? How is it going? You didn't. Shannon says, we be thinking we love the person out of the narcissist, but nope. Oh yeah, absolutely not. Oh my God, I'm so happy I didn't end the live. Like, I'm getting ready. Y'all know I'm getting ready to wrap up out of here. Do y'all see who's in the chat? Courtney. Hey, Courtney, welcome. Oh my gosh, Courtney, I'm so happy to see you. I was worried about you, okay? Don't just get up and disappear on me like that, okay? We were all concerned about you, okay? That's how you know we're family, because we were all concerned about you, okay? And your boy Spencer said to tell you hello, because he was worried about you last week. He asked for you, okay? Okay. So group hug, okay? We miss you, okay? We missed you. We missed you, and we're so happy that you popped in. I'm beyond grateful to see you jump in the chat tonight. Thank you so much for blessing us with your presence. Girl, you know we're going to have to watch this on the repeat, okay? He's such a doll. He's such a sweetheart. Oh my goodness, that's my buddy. Like, when people see me and him out all the time, that's how we fuss at each other, okay? And they think we're in a relationship. They'll be looking at us like, oh, y'all have a nice relationship, or y'all look really nice or something. That's really my friend, though. He's really a good person, and I've coached him before he was able to learn about these things. So a lot of time, coaches and counselors, they make that mistake of being in relationship with their clients, and that's not the healthiest thing to do. But it's good to see when people are progressing and growing and improving themselves. So that's something that I absolutely love. So I smile when he's talking, because I remember when he wasn't speaking like that at one point when I had just started to coach him. And now to hear him speak with so much positivity, you know, the encouragement, the healing, but it's a constant healing journey, and you're constantly growing, you're constantly recovering, you're constantly doing things. So just to know that it's working, the formulas are working, the processes is working, and we're here to just come together and talk about it and share our insights on stuff. I love it. Okay. Absolutely love it. Of course, you know, we got to give our girl group hug. She was out for a little while. Oh, you had to complete your monetization? Oh, you got... Congratulations, Harshal. I'm so proud of you. You got your 4,000 watch hours. That's incredible. I'm nowhere near that right now. No, I'm nowhere near that at all. I'm probably, let me see, what's my watch hours? I probably got to come in here and check it out. I'm probably at 900. I think I'm about 900 watch hours, almost 1,000 watch hours. So yes, I'm nowhere near my watch hours right now at all. I just went ahead and check it out, and working on it though, working on it. But as you know, we continue these live shows. Come on and have these conversations so this way I can start monetization, because I know sometimes you guys probably want to throw a gift or just, you know, have your comment featured up and stuff like that, and I want to be able to can do that for you guys. So I'm working hard. In just 2 months you did that. That's incredible. Keep up the good work. I love success stories of us getting better, evolving, maturing, growing. Yes, keep up the good work. It's so good to see you. So good. You should have a smile on your face, Courtney. You are loved, okay? We're a family here. We support each other. We got on Alicia early, okay? So don't feel bad. We did get on Alicia early, like, hey, girl, haven't seen you in a little while. How you doing? So it's just all love, okay? It's all love and support over here. And just to see us all recover from narcissistic abuse and to get on the other side of things, I love it. You know, keep up the good work, guys. Be blessed, be encouraged. I'm finished with school for right now, okay? I am finished with school. This semester is over. It ended last night. I didn't know what to do with myself. I'm just like so happy. I'm resting. I don't have to think about finishing up a paper. I feel good, okay? I feel really good. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to get up early, head out to the gym, do a nice little workout, get in the sauna for a little bit, and just kind of just relax. Like, oh my goodness, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the upcoming week to work out. Hopefully, Spencer will be able to join us on Tuesday night so we can have a discussion and talk about some of these good stuff. You know, I don't know what topic you guys want us to come back with on Tuesday. You can let me know. You can send me a DM, message, email, info@lifebeyondnarcissism.com, vtjohnson23@gmail.com. That's another way to reach me. Do not hesitate. Send me a message. You could click. You could click the link and also do a coaching session if you want to, because I did pull up my calendar up there as well too for my Calendly. If you want to be able to book a session with me, those are some ways that you can get in touch with me. And leave a comment in the comment section as well too, and I'll go through the comments. You guys know I respond to the comments and answer you guys back when you ask me questions, or even just want to give a comment about a video or more likes or more conversations like that. I'm more than happy to do it with you. What time is it right now? It's 10:15 p.m. And I feel super full because I had 6 chicken wings and a piece of ribeye steak before I started this live. So I'm well full. I am well full, okay? And I feel really good. And I'm having my water with some electrolytes in it. So I feel really good right now. Super pumped, super excited to get some rest because your girl trying to take some weight off, okay? Okay? 20 pounds down, and I'm trying to get some weight off, okay? So your girl is working on it, actively working on it. Y'all, this is how you know I think I'm cute, okay? This is how you know I be thinking I'm cute. Y'all, look. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that girl right there? Where is it? How it go? This way? Let me see. Tap again. Do y'all see her? Out here thinking she cute, okay? Out here thinking she cute, okay? Okay, so yeah, she thinks she cute. She thinks she cute, but definitely but get some rest. I feel so good. I don't have school to worry about. Like I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know. I just feel so happy though. I'm not done with my degree. I still have ways to go, but for the simple fact that this semester, yeah. So all them nights were up. I had to rush to go to bed to get things going, but we're here now. We're here now. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. You guys have a great night. I appreciate you guys. Love you so much. Such an amazing pleasure to have you on tonight. And I look forward to seeing you guys pretty soon. Have a wonderful night, y'all. Good night. Good night. Thank you so much. Good night, Wise. Good night, Alicia. Good night, Courtney. Harshal, have a wonderful night. Pretty Nikki, have a good night, my girl. Pretty Girl Rock, have a wonderful night, my love. I appreciate you. And I think, what was her name? Shannon. Have a wonderful night, Shannon Foizia. I'll see you soon, my love. Have a great night, Danielle. Have an amazing night, sweetheart. I cannot wait to see you guys back here again Tuesday night. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night. Good night, y'all.